What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Kamehouse Podcast. Joining us again is my boy, C Money.
Hey, how you doing?
Today, we're talking about how the MCU has completely wasted the Incredible Hulk. Would you agree with that statement, Cody?
I would say so. I think they could do a lot more. I think they could push him a lot further and develop his character and really expose him.
We're getting exposed. How do you think the Hulk should have been portrayed in the MCU? Do you think he was wasted? Do you think he could have been done better? Comment below. So we may have noticed something from the beginning of the MCU's earliest days. There's a big difference in the Hulk's size.
What type of size difference would you be noticing?
So in the first movie, in the Incredible Hulk, he's fucking gigantic, bro. Like, he looks like a big monster. And then in Avengers, seems like a little bit smaller. He's just like a little bit bigger than all of them. And I felt like they fixed it in Ragnarok, because he seemed a little bit bigger.
Yeah, I like his size in Ragnarok as well. I felt like he was good size. Especially when he was going up against, what was that, Fender?
That fucking giant wolf, yo.
That
He was like,
great.
Big monster.
Yeah.
He gets really, when he becomes Professor Hulk, which we're going to get into later. We got some things to say about Professor Hulk as well, but that's not the point right now. When he shows up as Professor Hulk, if he feels like extra, he's sitting in like a booth with them at a restaurant.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, how was he fitting in that booth?
How's he wearing clothes?
Yeah.
They don't make clothes that big.
No.
He's not a people.
He doesn't have a tailor or nothing. He's not hopping into one of those Spider-Man machines.
But he's wearing like cardigans and shit. And I don't know if you've ever worn a cardigan, bro. But they fit tight, bro.
Yeah.
I've never had a loose fitting cardigan for any size.
No, I think they're made to fit to your figure.
So the Hulk's walking around, and if you're jacked, it fucking like accentuates your arms so hard. Even so, he's so tiny now.
That's very true.
And like even in She-Hulk, he looks small. I don't know if it's like maybe she is bigger than we think she is, or he looks even smaller in that with his little tank top on and his shorts. Like he's going into closets and shit and pulling stuff out.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think the size of him is really been scaled down. Here he's like a whole story tall, and then like you said, in Professor Hulk, how the fuck is he fitting in the size of a booth?
And that's the thing about the Hulk. He gets angrier and he gets bigger. Maybe that's part of it actually. Maybe that's why he's smaller, because he's less angry now.
He's just caught with him being Hulk. They've just sized the Hulk down really small, made him really puny.
I guess it makes him easier to CGI.
Maybe cuts down costs. I don't know.
He's smaller now. There's less space to fill with the CGI.
Ragnarok had the right size, I think.
Hulk was the best Hulk.
I agree.
Hashtag down with Professor Hulk. So let's get right into the Professor Hulk thing then. Personally, I hate it. I think Valkyrie said it best. I preferred him either of the other ways.
Fair point. I can kind of see that. I'm okay with it because I know canonically we're getting there, but I think it was a horrible time. I think they really rid him out of the whole Avengers thing real quick. Like he did a snap, great, but that's about it. And like I don't want to downsize the importance of that snap or anything because I really do think it was a great snap.
Supposedly because it gives off so much gamma, he's the only one who could do it.
I guess, but then he had like an arm sleeve thing for a while, which I don't know.
Which he doesn't have anymore, even though they said that he's like permanently damaged now because it was like the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, but even still, isn't he supposed to have like a ridiculous healing factor that's supposed to like regenerate him from basically a cell? So like
supposedly.
So like no, I don't buy it. I know this is the MCU, and I know they can play around with what level of Hulk they want to portray and everything, but it's just like the level of Hulk you're showing me sometimes feels so underwhelming.
For the fact that we just had the Infinity Saga and they fought Thanos, it feels way too early to give me smart, calm Hulk.
I feel like this, because it really seems like they're trying to retire him. I really feel
even though he's barely gotten anything.
Exactly, and I feel like this is the time you let him go loose if you retire him.
What has the Hulk even done in the MCU? There's technically only one movie, The Incredible Hulk, and then there's Avengers. He's in 2 of the Avengers movies, or I guess he's in all 4, if you count him getting his ass fucking whooped by Thanos. And what was that about, bro? The Hulk getting scared?
Yeah.
The Hulk doesn't get scared.
No, that's not a thing. He gets upset.
He gets mad as fuck.
And then he gets more mad, and that's about it.
But the Hulk doesn't fucking be like, no, I'm not fighting this guy.
It's just monsters. Just little creatures.
That's what all of his foes are, yeah, big ass monsters.
Yeah.
But Thanos, just a really, really, really strong dude with a nutsack on his chin. He was scared of, he was like, I'm not coming out, I live in here now.
Which, even to Hulk, doesn't make no sense, because even if he lets normal Banner die, then what happens?
Then Hulk just takes over. That's when he becomes Maestro, I think.
Exactly, right? So, like, you're gonna be out here one way or another, buddy. Like, figure this out.
Just a quick question. We don't need to spend too much time on it. Why does he wear glasses?
Professor Hulk?
Professor Hulk. Why does he wear glasses? He can't need glasses.
No, that's definitely fair.
Is it to soften him?
Maybe.
He's like, it's okay, children, take pictures with me. Hulk out.
Yeah, I could kind of see it, but the
Listen
whole
to your mom.
him being a little bit more of a nerdy side now. The glasses make him maybe feel a little bit normal. Or maybe he's just put that part of his routine. Or like you said, normalize him, make him more safe for the kids.
It's like, oh, the Hulk's wearing glasses. That's not the guy who fucking had a big ass fight with like all that whole army and like kicked that dude into a tree and tore tanks apart and had a fight in Harlem. It can't be that dude. Are we never gonna get like a world breaker Hulk where he just gets so fucking angry that he can destroy planets. Because that's what happens in the comics. Like I said, he doesn't get scared. He gets angrier and angrier. He can get powerful enough to destroy planets.
And that's the thing, right? And I think my issue with that and why I don't think we'll get it was Ragnarok. I think that would have been the best part to introduce something like that. He's already out there in space. He's free to do what he wants. Most of the MCU takes place on Earth, right? So whatever he would have done outside in space would have been fine. He could have got away with that.
We could have had a real planet Hulk instead of just that little tease they gave us with Ragnarok.
Yeah. Even if that broke into a Planet Hulk and then they made it to its own thing, that would have been great. But
who knows? Like, we're getting She-Hulk. Maybe we could be getting something with Scar, the son of Hulk. Do you know about him?
Not a lot, no.
So on that Planet Hulk time, apparently, like, he was just like... He was a
Slaying
king.
and
He was
slaying.
a champion. So yeah, he was slaying, bro. Like, he was just, like, having his way with his wenches and stuff, right? And so he had a son. I think the first one in the comics, like, I could be wrong. There's gonna be somebody who's gonna be like, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. But from what I know, there's Scar, who's like half a Kree or Skrull. Skrull would really fit in with the whole secret invasion thing we're doing, and that would make sense. Maybe that's where Hulk's role would be. With his son being half the Skrull, he would help bridge the Skrulls and like the Avengers and all them. Yeah. And then there's one who's literally called Hulkling. I think that was actually the original one. And like back in like the 90s, early 2000s or something, there was like, look at the Hulkling, son of the Hulk, like.
That's hilarious. What was his origin story?
I don't even know, like...
He just is.
I think he was from the future, because it was like a Hulk comic, like the Hulk died, and that ruined the future, so he came back, so he had a chance to save his Hulk. It's like the Future Trunks timeline.
Okay, I don't like Hulkling very much. It sounds weird.
It was weird. I don't think they, like, stay in mainstream. He hasn't done purple shorts since probably the original first movie in 2000.
The one with the horrible CGI, right?
That's the only one to give us purple shorts, I think.
And that's crazy, right?
He wore a purple shirt in Avengers to be like, oh, that's the color he wears.
Yeah, and it would have been very simple. Just give him purple pants and let them rip when he transforms. Here we go.
Yeah, he's wearing jeans and they rip when he transforms, so...
Like, you could have just swapped the shirt for whatever fucking color, because it doesn't matter. It's not going to survive. Swap.
I'm excited for the show. I don't know if you've seen that new She-Hulk series out there, but how are we getting to see She-Hulk on the screen before we see Red Hulk? I get that the actor passed away, like that's super sad. My condolences to his family.
Yep.
But why didn't it get done like years ago? We should have had our solo Hulk movie. I don't even care if it's fucking the classic MCU fighting a same powered hero. I would take Hulk versus Red Hulk. That'd be a sick ass movie.
Just to see more of the Hulkverse actually explored. Like I know we've had
the Hulkverse.
So
we gotta make it a thing. Hashtag the Hulkverse.
Hulkverse for life.
They got a Snyder cut released of a fucking Justice League. We could make them make more Hulk movies, guys.
Probably. I mean, if they definitely see a market for it, Mark Ruffalo will definitely take a paycheck. I don't see what the issue is.
Stop buying Hulk merchandise until we get a Hulk movie. Ooh. You know what I mean? Because that's a problem too, right? They're selling merchandise. So like, why do we need to make a Hulk movie? People are buying Hulk toys. We can just have him show up in this and this and that because we haven't dedicated him to any movie.
Yeah, he doesn't even have a TV show anymore. Like, he's really fallen off, man.
Yeah, as excited as I am for She-Hulk, I wanted to see General Ross's fucking Red Hulk first.
Honestly, anything Hulk related would have been also dope. Like, glad to see a She-Hulk, and now that we have it, hopefully they open those doors. But like, yeah.
Even then, like, I don't want Red Hulk now because if the actor who played him is dead,
who are you gonna give me as a Red Hulk?
That feels like in bad taste.
Yeah.
Unless like you make somebody else become Red Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
You know who I totally forgot about too? Abomination. Abomination's apparently gonna be in She-Hulk. Like she's defending him.
Oh, okay.
Which is like weird. She tries to be like, this is a conflict of interest. He tried to kill my cousin, and they're like, they decided it's fine because you're all super powered. Like as if they're their own species of people, and it's like you're your own race. Like chill the fuck out.
Figure that one out. You're amongst yourselves.
Which is an interesting like law thing for the MCU to be going into around the time they might be introducing the mutants.
I was also thinking as well as Daredevil.
Spoiler alert! Apparently he's gonna be in She-Hulk. He shows up at like the very end of the last trailer, but at the very last second you see him like land down, and it's him with his batons in his red suit. So like him and She-Hulk are gonna. They're both lawyers. They're both superheroes.
I'm looking forward to that.
I ship it. Daredevil and She-Hulk. I ship it.
I think they do in the comics for a while.
Do they?
I think.
I love that. I love that for them. She's gonna be with a normal dude. She needs to be with a normal dude who's gonna be tough as fuck. You know what I mean?
I guess so, right?
Well, I guess he's not normal, but his only power is being able to see when he can't. So like,
kinda.
He doesn't have like extra strength or anything. He's just like super in tune. He's trained. You know what I mean? There's other people that can do what he can do.
Definitely, yeah.
So how is this lady who's playing She-Hulk? She's got her own whole Marvel series, and Mark Ruffalo still hasn't gotten his solo Hulk movie. Good for her. It's great. Like I said, I'm excited to watch She-Hulk.
Same here.
But I would love to have a solo Mark Ruffalo Hulk movie.
At least before they hang up the Hulk in the MCU, I completely agree.
And I want another movie where like maybe he loses control of it again. Like he's not as in tune with it as he once was, and like that's half the conflict. He's like, what's going on?
They
Like,
could use if you've watched Moon Knight and you see how like he like loses track of like
yeah,
his
he
character.
blacks out and then he's like, no.
Yeah, it'd be a really cool concept if they played with it like that in a Hulk movie.
Well, so you saw the spoiler again. You saw the end credit scene of Shang-Chi, right?
Which one?
When he's talking to when Shang-Chi and Wong are talking to Captain Marvel, Bruce,
Yep.
and someone else. He's in his human form.
Yep.
Is there a reason he's in his human form again?
I have no idea.
But he was still in a sling, and then in She-Hulk he's not in the sling, so like I'm not sure. But you know what? You can never trust trailers because they put Hulk in the original. They put Hulk in the original Infinity War trailer, even though he wasn't in it.
Okay.
So like maybe he's not Hulk in this, or maybe we're gonna see a lot less of actual Hulk. I don't know. We'll see. Apparently, the fucking people are super upset about the CGI they have to do on She-Hulk. It was so much work. There's been a lot coming out lately. A lot of people are upset with like Marvel and the way they treat like CGI artists.
Yeah, I can imagine. Just artists in general, they're generally overworked, underpaid, shitty conditions.
Shout out to artists.
Yep.
Sorry the episode you worked so hard on got a bad review, man.
Right?
I don't know who you are out there, but I mean it, even though I don't know you. But yeah, so another reason he needs his own solo movie is because the only big Hulk villain we've got is Abomination. People thought that Fin Fang Foom was going to be in Shang-Chi. They thought he was going to be in Doctor Strange. That's one of the biggest. That's like his like arch nemesis, I think, Fin Fang Foom. So they really need to bring more Hulk villains into the MCU, because that's the other thing. Like, who has he really fought? If you were to put this Hulk in a tournament with all the other Hulks of the multiverse, he would get the shit beat out of him.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing. He has nothing under his belt. He has that one fight in Avengers 1 when the city got raided. And even by the end of that fight, he was almost washed. Because he was getting shot. And, like, he was really low. And you could see he was almost, like, down.
Everybody was getting fucked up, including the Hulk.
Yep.
You can only fight so many aliens.
Right?
Ultimately, I think the best closer for Incredible Hulk, for the Hulk to be, imagine if they gave us like a sick like Hulk solo movie like that, like where we kind of said he's lost control of it again and people are hunting him, someone's hunting him, Wolverine's hunting him. This is how we bring the X-Men into the MCU. They send Wolverine after him, and like obviously in the end he's not going to kill him because they're both heroes. We can't do that. But it's kind of like, it'll be a serious fucking fight. You get to see like some savage Hulk action that we've never seen in the MCU. Maybe not even in movies previously, depending on how they do it.
So I think that
uh,
Disney is playing around the R rating a little bit more, and like I would like to see a lot more brutal Hulk. Yeah.
And yeah, Wolverine versus the Hulk. I think that'd be the best way. Who knows? Maybe even you do kill the Hulk, and that's how you end this chapter.
Honestly, they could. I would just like to see, like you said, a Wolverine x Hulk movie actually done, and like it'd be dope.
But yeah, Wolverine x Hulk. If you're listening, Marvel, that's what the fans want. You could kill the Hulk in that movie. We don't even give a shit. I have a great idea though. Kill him, resurrect him as Red Hulk. Make it like a Phoenix Force thing.
That'd be kind of cool.
And with that, we will say goodbye.
Take it easy.
Thanks so much for watching. My name is D-Train.
I'm C Money.
And that was us talking about the Incredible Hulk and how they wasted him in the MCU.
Like, comment, subscribe, tell us what you thought in the video. Do you have any thoughts on how Hulk could have been better improved on the MCU?
What would you have liked to see? Hulk peen?